Hello my beautiful people, you are welcome back to this tutorial. How you guys doing? I love you friends for your support, and please, if you are new to this channel, please click on the subscribe button there, and also please turn on the notification bell so that each time we upload a new video you will get notified. I love you all and God bless you all. So this is our part 2 of Victoria Corset. So it's really simple guys. So we have our pattern paper on the table, so we want to clean out, place our paper so that we will go and transfer it to our fabric. So the yoke, we are not making use of the yoke for now, but you are making use of your yoke. It's the same method, it's not that difficult. So just follow the same process. I will explain that. So we want to quickly arrange it because we numbered it that day. If you can remember, if you have watched part 1, but if you have not watched part 1 of this tutorial, I will be dropping the link also. So this is the front panel. We'll be cutting each piece into 2 parts. So this is the back panel. We will do the same too. So because I'm making use of lacing, so there is no zipper allowance. I've explained that during the part 1. So let me just indicate to know the hemming part. That's the down part of it. So towards the armhole, you could decide to go in deeper. So it's optional. So we'll cut each piece also into 2 parts. So on our table, we also have our fabric. Excuse me. So we're doing the same on the front panel also. We won't be making use of this because we have it already here. So this is our interfacing, our lining, our cup. So actually I'm not making use of cup, but if you're making for a client, ensure you fix your cup. But I'm using wording in placement of cup, and this is the fabric, and this is my boning. Okay, so I want to clean now, transfer my pattern paper, and I'll be adding 0.5 inch round. I've said that during the part 1 of this tutorial. I will do the same to the lining and also add my stay to it and my wording towards the cup area. So you can see I'm done tracing it out. So what we have now is a lining and our fabric, and the lining is short at 0.5 inch short. You could decide to do it 1 inch, but if you are joining to the down part that you're making as a gown, you don't need that because you need to attach the down part of your gown, that is your skirt parts. So this is it. So I've done the same, the back pan also, and I also pin my paper on each. It's a bit trickish, so you have to pin it down this way so that you will not be confused while stitching on it. So this is it. So this is the back panel, this is the front panel. So it's 0.5 inch round. So this is my hairstay. So I'll be adding this to my fabric. Okay, so this stay, I'll be adding it to the lining. Okay, so this is it, 0.5 inch shorter. Okay, so this is it. So for my wording, I will be making use of it now because it's not for a client. But if you're working for a client, ensure you attach your ready-made cup. Yeah, it's more beautiful when you make use of a ready-made cup. So I'll quickly take it to my iron table now to add my interfacing and my wording and show you guys. So guys, can see we are done adding our interfacing. You can see how relaxed and beautiful it looks. So always remember to pin it. Yes, so this is the placement of my ready-made cup. I use wording, I've said that before. So pin it back so that it will be easy for you. You can see how everything is well arranged now. So we have to now move over to our sewing machine. So guys, can see we are over to our sewing machine. So we'll remove the pins. Okay, we'll pick each, that is a lining, this way to stitch the first center piece, 0.5 inch. If you are confused, you place it this way. So we take it to our machine to stitch by 0.5 inch. Okay, so let's quickly do that. So we are done. Can you see how it looks? So this is it. So for the main fabric, we have to stitch it as well, 0.5 inch. Make sure you place it properly and back stitch. Trim out the unwanted thread. See. So excuse me, we are done with number one of the center piece. So the second piece now, we unpin it as well. Pick our lining. You decide to join your main fabric first. It's optional. So place it properly this way. Pin it down. Sorry, I couldn't find my pin, my repin cup. So pin the other side as well. So this is easiest way to work on this as a beginner. So I want to quickly stitch it now, 0.5 inch, because I added 0.5 inch as my seam allowance. Don't forget that. So as you stitch, you remove your pin. Flip it this way. Excuse me. So the neck depth is optional. You could decide to deepen it more. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to fix my machine. Always back stitch. So we are done. You can see. So over to the main fabric. Pin it down as well. Flip it this way. Make sure the under bust matches. Your concentration should be the under bust. When you are done, you can trim out the unwanted parts for the chest line. That's the neck depth area. So we stitch, back stitch, please. Make sure your under bust matches, please. Sorry, I'm machine needle. Fred, sorry. Back stitch. So we are done. the number two of it. You can see how beautiful it looks. So the third one now, unpin it as well, put it outside, pick your fabric, or you could decide to work with lining first. This is optional. So you see how everything matches. So adjust it this way, flip it in this way, you pin it down. Pin it down. So I want to clip pin the lining as well. See? So pin it this way. If you are confused, you place your paper on it. So pin it this way. So this is the last part on the front panel. So we stitch now. Place it properly. So stitch, you remove your pins. So actually, sewing of Victoria Corset is it's not that difficult. Yes. So if you follow this process, you won't find it difficult at all as a beginner, because you have to make sure you pin your pattern paper on each piece. Right, to help a whole lot, okay? So, and note, you stitch with the same allowance you added while drafting, okay? I'm making use of 0.5 inch round because I added just 0.5 inch. Don't forget that. As you can see, we have it complete now. So we want to join our lining as well. Feel free to trim out the unwanted part when you are done. So flip it over. So for the bone, you could decide to add your boning to the main fabric or your lining, or you could also decide to create a casing for your boning. So I'm adding my boning to my lining. So you say we have to give it a very nice press. Iron it open, each dart. So let's put this aside. So it's over to our back panel. See how beautiful it looks already. So we need to give it a very nice press. So this is the first part, the second and the third part. Remove your pin, place it properly. You can see. You can see how important our pattern paper is. So even when you are a bit confused, it will guide you a whole lot. So this is it. So I have to quickly now stitch on it because the center of this back panel will be adding our lace in that part. So we have to now pick this number 2 of our back panel. Okay, so we place it this way to the lining, pick the second piece with the other part of the lining. Okay, so this is it. We pin it down. Pin it down this way. So you can see this is it. So we'll stitch now 0.5 inch, but I would advise you to start with your line in case there's any mistake. You can easily correct it as a beginner. Okay, so this is it. So this is it. You can see how beautiful it looks. So the down part, that's the hemming, you see how curvy and pointy it is. So we want to quickly stitch on the second piece. Back stitch. So you see now we're done with the lining now. So this is the number 2 of it. So you can see. So the center now is the part that we'll be using to create our lacing. So place it this way to be sure. You can see it's wrong here. So place it. Place it. Can you see how curvy it is? So you flip it in and pin it as well. Adjust your paper and pin it as well. So we want to stitch as well. Always cross check before you stitch. So we're done. Place it on each line as well. So we want to quickly stitch the other piece. So we are done. So remain the last one, that is the part 3 of it. Excuse me. Also place your pattern paper. Let me adjust my camera. See how curvy the down part is. It also helps a whole lot. So this is it. So you decide to go in more on your waist area. So for the armhole, I've said that you decide to go in deeper towards your armhole. So flip it in this way, pin it down. See how curvy it is. So you introduce our line as well. Pin it down as well. The other piece, pin it as well. So you can see we have to now join them now. 0.5 inch round. You can see how curvy it is. That is to show that you're on the right track. See, we are done also. So you can see quickly adjust my camera, see how everything matches. So it's time to stitch on our main fabric. So flip it in. We have already pinned it before, so take it to our sewing machine to stitch also 0.5 inch so feel free to trim out your wanted parts when you are done. So stitch also. So guys, we are done joining the main fabric. Can you see what we have now? I'm a bit confused as well. So my line is 0.5 inch shorter. So now I want to quickly join my lining, my front panel lining to my front back panel lining. So this is it. Pin it also, because we'll be joining our lines separately. So this is it. So for the size, you could decide to go in. You can see mine is just straight. You try to deepen it, just 0.5 inch. No, so it's optional. Sorry, trying to fix my thread. You stitch. So you can see how beautiful it looks. So when we are done with this part, we have to quickly take it to our ironing table. We have to give it a very nice press. Each dart we iron it open, because I will fixing my boning on my lining. Yes, out of my main fabric. We decide to work with your main fabric. Can you see? And notch it. See how everything sits properly. So we'll do the same to our main fabric. 0.5 inch. We decide to go in. So it's optional. So this is it. So when we're done with this now, move over to our ironing table. Then we'll come back to our sewing machine to work on our neckline. Okay, so this is it. So it's really simple, guys. Okay, see how everything relaxes properly. Place it properly, make sure it matches. Back stitch. And you see. So for those that would prefer to make use of ready-made cup, this is how you should place your cup. Use your hand needle to fix it. That's to tack it to it. So this is it. Make sure the dart lines matches. We'll take it to iron table, iron it open each dart line and show you guys. So guys can see we are done. So I've also top stitched as well. So for the line I've added my boning. So you could I left 0.5 inch towards the lacing part. So you could decide to add boning all round. Okay, so I left some. This is optional. So for those that are making use of yoke, this is how you should place it, stitch it. If you could decide to make use of skin net, I decided not to make use of yoke. So you fix your yoke before your lining. So towards the lacing part, leave 0.5 inch for the back yoke. So this is it. So place it this way. You go in towards the armhole. When you are done, 0.5 inch to deepen it. Okay, so this is how it should look like when you are done. So I want to quickly stitch it now, close and show you guys. So we are over to our machine. So stitch to close our neck area, that is our upper chest. So we flip it in as well to stitch the other part. So make sure the dot lines matches as you stitch. Okay, so we have to clean notch it. So when we are done notching it, we'll top stitch it as well. But before then, please make sure you give it a very nice press. Okay, it will help you a whole lot. So as you stitch, you pull your lining part. So guys, we are done. So you could decide to use your hemming gum so that you sit properly. So for the down part, we also have to join it. Okay, so you come out towards your lacing part, that is the center of your back. Pull it out gently, give it a very nice press, please. So make sure everything sits properly before you close it up. So you see, so for those that are making use of cup, first we'll lose that part that will stitch, that is that 0.5 inch. So before we close it, close it. Please give it a very nice press. I can't do that right now. So let me quickly introduce my cup. For those that are making use of ready-made cup, bra cup, add gum to your cup. So by the time you insert it this way, it will stick to your main fabric. You could decide to use hand needle. So you send that 0.5 inch in and stitch. See, we have closed it up. Make sure you add boning towards your lacing part at your center of your back. By the time you finish lacing it, everything will sit properly. It will make it to stand firm, no? So you see how snatchy it is, and you see how the cup area is. So guys, it's really simple. So you see the down part, how the back shape looks. Is the down part, that the hemming, is optional. So you see how beautiful it looks. So please guys, if you find this video interesting, click on like button there, share my videos. I love you all. I remain Chi Living Signature. Bye for now.